Hi everyone. In this video we will talk about diatomic elements. As the word describes, di means two and atomic means of course atoms. So two atoms means diatomic. Now what is the point of this? There are seven elements on the periodic table, okay, who by nature, it, in the way they're formed is that they are always in pairs. They cannot exist in the atomic state. So there are seven elements who do not exist in the atomic state. Of course, you can break them, you can break the bond, but not naturally. If you find them in nature, they will always be bonded to their atoms. So if it is, for example, hydrogen, then two atoms of hydrogen will always be bonded. Two atoms of chlorine, two atoms of iodine, two atoms of bromine. So we call them seven diatomic elements. Um, no, don't you can say that, okay, well, I have H2O and there are two atoms of hydrogen but one atom of oxygen. But the point here is that these seven elements have the nature that they cannot exist in one atomic form. They have to be bonded to somebody else. Either they are bonded to their own atoms, or it is possible that they are bonded to somebody else and some other element. As long as they're bonded to someone, they're happy about it. So if you find them pure, 100% pure bromine, then all the atoms of bromine will be bonded, like two atoms will be bonded together. It will be in the form of sets. It will not be in the form in atomic. So as I said, that the two atoms have to be bonded together. So we call them diatomic elements, two atoms together. And how do I memorize them? Well, there are different rules to memorize them. Of course, you can use any strategy to memorize them. But there is one strategy or one thing that you can use. It says 777 rule. So what do you mean by the 777 rule? What are the three sevens for? The first seven is that it is seven elements on the periodic table who have this nature. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. The second seven tells you that it will start from the atomic number seven. So you see 7, 8, 9, and then you go down here. So it starts from nitrogen, which has atomic number 7, and you go to the right up to the fluorine, and then you go down. And of course, the third 7, I hope you have figured it out by now, that it makes a perfect 7 on the periodic table. When a hydrogen is sitting here, so except hydrogen, it makes a perfect 7 on the periodic table. So you can say there is a 777 rule to memorize the seven diatomic elements. Or, I mean, there are other things you can say. There is Brinkelhoff, Brinkelhoff. So everybody in this Brinkelhoff is diatomic. So no matter what it takes, whether flashcards, Brinkelhoff, 777 rule, you have to memorize these seven elements. When it comes to writing them in a chemical equation, if you do not use the diatomic state, it will be considered wrong. So if you have to write a chemical equation for the formation of water, you cannot say hydrogen plus oxygen yields water, because hydrogen and oxygen does not exist one. Okay, they got to be two. Of course you can say, well, then how come it's two and two and then two and one here? So yes, of course I agree with you. That is a whole different discussion, that we need to balance this equation. But the point here is that they always exist in the form of two if you write them alone. So this was the video on diatomic elements on the periodic table, seven diatomic elements, and you have to memorize them. Thank you.